I'd like to introduce to you Judge Lori Massey. Judge, woman, mother, and most of all, an advocate for helping families in crisis. Share with me, what is your passion?
I'm really surprised by the number of families turning to courts for answers. And my passion is finding a way to address their needs so that they don't have to come back to the court system again and again for decisions. That families in divorce situations, parents can learn to work together. That children in abuse situations, their situation either gets better in their own home or that we find a new home for them.
Right.
My passion is to make sure that those families are taken care of.
Now, if we went back a few years, what brought you to this point in your life?
As an attorney, I was always looking in those books, finding purpose in your work,
Right.
trying to find a reason that I was doing what I was doing. I did it well, but I didn't feel like I was doing anything for society, for the people. And so I realized I had always been very involved in children's issues. I was an attorney for justice for children, providing free legal services all over the country.
Mom?
I think I'm a good mom. I love being a mom because I love right now teaching them about giving back to others. You know, my husband and I share the same priorities in the sense that we're not about a nice car, a new fancy address. We're about making our kids understand that the world is not just what's happening right around them, that they're connected to everyone. As a mom, what I'm trying to instill in them is that you need to constantly use your life to make someone else. People don't realize how powerful district court judges are. They should care about who's on the bench because I, on a verbal order, can take someone's children out of their homes. I can order someone to pay their life savings to someone else. If we have the wrong person on the bench, that can be very dangerous. When I got on the bench, I was into the book. So my family law, I had been attorney for justice for children, representing the best interests of children in matters around the country. But I needed to get into the family code and make sure I knew the latest updates on the family code, the latest cases coming out. And I really jumped into that area to make sure that I knew what I was doing when I got involved in the family.
What is your greatest fear?
My greatest fear is putting a child back in an abusive situation or not taking them out of one. The problem is I get cases and I get 2 to 3 hours of evidence and I have to make a decision, often never meeting the child. And so I go home that night and I see my kids and I sometimes can't sleep because I'm worried that I made the wrong decision. I think I made the right one, but you never know. And so I'll often talk to them at their school or at their family counselor's office. Try to make it into a less traumatic scene for them. But I feel more comfortable if I've met.
And how is your husband supportive?
He's absolutely wonderful. When you're campaigning, you are away from your family a lot. He's basically a single father right now. I think he sees the passion I have for it, and he sees that I finally found something that I was sort of meant to do.
What do you do when you're not involved with law or helping people? What do you do for fun?
Right. I like to run. I haven't had a lot of time to run, but that usually gives me 30 minutes a day in mindless activity where I can kind of escape. My kids and I love to camp and hike and kayak and very active outdoors.
Share with me what Family Fairs is about.
It's about the community coming together and helping out the community service organizations that help families in need. We're going to have a town hall meeting tonight at the Carver Cultural Center at 5:30. And the goal is to bring the community together from all walks of life, across socioeconomic lines, so that we can start talking as a community how we're going to help these families. We have families are in crisis in Bexar County right now. We need city, county officials, we need church leaders, we need neighborhood leaders, we need the general public to come and start talking about what we can do to bring family back into our community, to bring a sense of parental responsibility, to make sure that our children are okay. And so we're doing that tonight at 5:30.
So this is an opportunity for those people that say, I don't have any way of contributing, to come share their opinions, share their resources, share whatever they have to give.
Exactly.
To move that.
Everybody's read the stories about the children dying from abusive situations this year.
Let's do something about it.
Let's do something about it.